All right, in this video, we are going to look at an extra article to the assigned topic area. This is going to be about faith integration in the classroom. The article is actually entitled "Faith Integration in the Classroom: A Plural View." This is actually written by Dr. Dulaney et al. Several different authors in this area, but the idea, the major findings that the authors have written about is that there is a large importance of integration into the classroom. They know Dr. Monty Lin, writer and management professor at Abilene Christian University, details that in his article in the Journal of Biblical Integration in Business, that students attending religious higher education institutions typically already have an expectation for integration in their classrooms. In fact, for some students, faith integration is a major determining factor when choosing a university. So when we are talking about these different universities that students are looking at attending, faith integration is going to be a large key player in that decision making. Furthermore, Dallas Willard says in his novel The Great Omission, Reclaiming Jesus' Essential Teaching on Discipline, that faith integration really aims to transform students' hearts. He claims that classroom integration should intend to strengthen the student's ability and desire to function in obedience to Christ. Meg Jay, that they further cite Meg Jay in saying, in her area of psychological studies, Meg Jay basically cited that in our 20s, that is when a lot of this brain formation is happening. So college students coming in as freshmen, leading into their sophomore, junior year, there is a lot of formation going on in their brains. So we want to make sure that we are putting the right things in towards shaping their mindset as they go out into the worldview. There are three integrations or dimensions of integration. The first one being in terms of integrating faith into the classroom. The first dimension is going to be inside integration. It revolves around the professor intentionally bringing faith into the discussion of the academic at hand. As the facilitator of the class, the professor can create a curriculum capitalizing on opportunities to relate course material to faith. The professor also serves as a model integration of faith into daily life. Margaret Edgell found that faculty members tend to teach using their own models of faith formation, which they've derived from extended experience with a specific population group of students. She then further goes on to suggest that these models may be more reliable for understanding the students since they are customized to a distinct group of students. So paying attention to surroundings and personalities can help a professor know which areas can more easily mold into an integration-focused curriculum. Another really good citation by the authors is discussed by Matthias in his article in the Journal of Education Christian Belief, saying that Matthias actually says, modeling these behaviors and the biblical fruits of the Spirit will display the professor's personal integration, urging students to follow their lead. So basically what we're saying is we in the classroom have got to actually formulate this integration, show students by our personal example, by our personal personal experience, how to integrate faith. The second dimension is going to be outside integration. And one of the examples that the authors talk about is going to be using a testimony, our personal testimony. We want to make sure that we are actually and inviting speakers actually come in and listen and speak to our students so that as outside stakeholders in the university. So we want to make sure that we are using outside integration as well. And then mentoring is the third dimension of integration. This is the fusion of dimensions 1 and 2. Dimension 3 revolves around developing and enabling one-on-one mentoring relationships with students. Professor involvement in mentoring is crucial in aiding students with faith integration. So we want to make sure that we are integrating our faith through actually mentoring our students, being involved with them in different professional clubs, things like that. sponsoring them, getting to know them, things of that nature. And the next last thing that we talk about is assessment. How do we actually assess how well we are integrating faith into the classroom? The authors quote that the question of how to assess integration is a key aspect of implementation. By setting clear goals, utilizing case studies, creating intentional projects, and encouraging prayer are the best methods of assessing integration. There are several project proposals that the authors proposed, such as social media, marketing, and management. Different ideas there. One thing that I found to be very interesting is that the authors noted another author that said that case studies is a great way to integrate faith into the classroom by basically saying, what would Jesus do in this scenario? Or how can you be a neighbor to the person in this scenario? Things of that nature. In terms of the research methodology used, it was definitely mostly qualitative in nature. There wasn't really much research done here. It was more a collection of different citations. The reason that I believe that this should have been included or this could be included for further use into this topic area is because I believe that it's an excellent tool to help people understand how faith can be integrated into the classroom, how we as professors can actually help integrate our belief system into the classroom, and not just be something where we just say a prayer or we just read scripture in class. We want to actually integrate the way that we view the world in our different subjects. Even though the subjects are going to be the same both here and in a secular school, we still want to be able to integrate the way that we view the world and view these different subject matters. Thank you for listening.